with your boy right quick, man. Come rap with me right quick, man. A lot of questions. You hear me? A lot of questions from, people at the gym, people I work with, etc., etc. What's crazy is my partner North making me a little smoother after the gym, you hear me? But I kind of wanted to talk on a few points. Health is wealth, they say, you feel me? But like I said, man, just a few little points I wanted to touch on. You know what I'm saying? A few little points. A few little tips and tricks here and there, you hear me? Some people call them secrets. You know. Some people call them secrets. I'm even gonna touch on this right here. Cause you got people building their whole businesses, their content, everything off of demonizing what somebody else does, which I think Wayne said it back in the day on one of his songs. Wayne was like talking about Al Sharpton, you heard me? Talking about like you get off by getting on to others. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of people like that's their talking points about how about how like what somebody else does is wrong, this and that, right? You got people that'll demonize me for using protein powder, but as somebody that only eats 1 meal a day, you know, I don't focus on eating 6-7 times a day, putting that strain on my digestive system. You know what I'm saying? This is a lot easier. It's called convenience, especially for people that, you know, I make this content for, people that work every day, you know what I'm saying, on the go, you know what I'm saying, your daily go-getter. Like, we ain't got time to sit down and cook 5, 6, 7 meals. You know what I'm saying? My wife is in school for nursing. She ain't got time to meal prep for me all the time. When I come back home, I'm coming back home for 7 days. So it's like, I pretty much got to cook for myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, she cook when she get home, but a lot of my meal prep is me taking care of business on my own, you feel me? It work for me, it don't work for everybody else. But like I said, we're gonna rap about a few things, man. Pause me right quick. Zuzu, come on, baby. Y'all come fuck with me right quick, man. Come talk to your boy, man. Come on, Stink. Where you going? But like I said, man, it's cooler. You know, that's my baby right there, man. But you know, we got so many people demonizing what others do. You know, never big yourself up by putting somebody else down. You know, at the end of the day, people say, you know, how I get in the shape that I got. I mean, I've done it all. You know what I'm saying? I've done weight, I've done calisthenics, I've done, I still do football drills, track and field drills. You heard me? I'm out here in the yard. Something I actually gotta get to, you know what I'm saying? But, it's a mixture of all this shit, dog. Like, it ain't just one thing. Some people don't eat meat. Some people, that's all they eat, you know what I'm saying? Some people only eat fish. Like, you gotta do what work for you, but, I know a lot of people say to get where you wanna go, like, you can't have no balance, you gotta do this. But it's like at the end of the day, what got me to where I'm at, physically, mentally, and spiritually was, like, my physical, mental, and spiritual all match each other. They all in alignment. And what it took for that was for me to have a balance of everything. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm at work, I focus at work. When I'm at the gym, I'm at the gym. When I'm on the field or the track, I'm doing that, you know what I'm saying? When I'm in the kitchen, I'm in the kitchen. But it's a balance of all these things. Like, and the secret to it is, there is no secret. Everybody got this one way of doing shit like it work. But the problem is, following that mentality, people get stuck in their ways, and it doesn't allow them to grow. It doesn't allow them to elevate into a new level. And that's one thing it took for me. Like, I've been vegan, plant-based, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? I fast often, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I do 72 hours, 3 days, no food, strict water. Then I go into the gym. Today, I haven't had no food. This is my first little meal or whatever, but today I hit a PR on deadlifts, 545. No belt, no chalk on my hands, no none of that, you heard me? Now, I do use straps sometimes, but that's just to keep that grip. But I don't use no belt, no knee wraps, all that shit. Now, I'm not demonizing them. If that's what you need to do to stay, in good shape or stay from getting injured, that's fine. I built my body to withstand so much pressure and all that. I don't need no belt. You feel me? I know how to engage my core properly, different things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy how people sit up there and it's like, oh, well, you can't look like how you look if you don't do this. Well, how do you know? I know people that only do calisthenics. They got a better physique than I do. You know what I'm saying? I walk around a lot of kids and cats that body build, and they ask me, hey, man, what you doing? I'm looking at them like, nigga, what you doing? You hear me? But it's the simple fact of, like, learning. You know what I'm saying? I talk to cats that do this. I talk to cats that do that. Then they come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you start realizing, like, don't nobody really know everything. Get away from this damn AC unit right quick. What you want, Stink? What? Excuse me, pardon me, y'all. Come on. She got a bad leg, this one right here. Hold on. Scary ass. Get your ass over. She got a bad leg, her left leg. Messed up a ligament in her knee, but let me kiss. What's that, man? So, well, Chad, bro. You know. Yeah, let me sit on this side, fat. Watch out. So you can sunbathe over there. Big ass lap dog. Hey, sit down. Lay down, relax. But yeah, man, like I said, bro, like, it's a mix of everything, you hear me? You got some cats power lift, some cats calisthenics. I said, bro, it's just like, I don't like the fact that everybody like to talk shit about other people, and that's their technique to get you to buy into what they got going on. Oh, don't do this so you could get this and buy my program. Man, look, I'm gonna drop workouts for free. I'm gonna let YouTube pay me if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, why should I charge y'all to get in shape? Seeing y'all get in shape and seeing the results. Like everybody that I've trained with or sent regimens to, their progress stories is my payment. You know what I mean? I felt good about that shit. But it's like I don't tell them, like some people that work out with me, shit, they only eat chicken. Some people eat whatever. Some people ask me for workouts, yeah. They on, oh, what's a calisthenics? What's an at-home workout? I got people, bro, I send workouts to that just only work out at home. So it's like, that's why I started it. How can I demonize somebody for starting where I started? I started on the ground game, push-ups, sit-ups, body weight squats, dips off the side of a couch, 500 of each of those a day. And then you get into the gym. I just so happened I fell in love with lifting weights, like, you know what I'm saying, putting on size. But it's like, man, we can't keep up this as a unit, yeah. Everybody together. Man, you can't just sit up there and demonize people for whatever it is they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people that say, oh, protein powders ain't good for you, da 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 da. But it's like, bro, in the convenience of what I got going on, I'm busy, son. You know, I only eat one meal, like I said earlier. Like, I don't feel a need to cook all that food and spend so much time in the kitchen like that. It don't make no sense to me. Sometimes all I like to have is, you know, a little bit of spinach, kale, nice little mixture of berries and fruits, mangoes. You know, I might go in there and have me a little apple after this or something, add some little dietary fiber, but it's like, it's still whole food. I still get my carbohydrates and my, you know what I'm saying, my glucose, but I'm getting it from, you know, like I'm getting it from fruits and veggies and shit, you know what I mean? And it's like, some people say, oh, protein powder, I don't use protein powder, I get my shit from all that. Okay, well, you still look the way you look. And that's not to say anything, but it's like, how can I go in the gym, lift more weight than people that talk shit? I lift more weight, I look better, and I'm making change for the people that's around me. The fuck do it matter if I take protein powder or not? And if you look at the back of it, now if you go into Walmart and buy some ass grade protein powder, and I can understand you making you know, but it's like mine's come from pea protein, ground up vegetables. Like, it's the same shit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. Say what they want. In the life of a go-getter dog, sometimes it's all we got time to eat. Sometimes I go 2 days without eating. Mental clarity be there. Hush. She want attention like a mom. Big ass. But, like, a lot of people ask me, what do I take as supplements? Honestly, bro, I don't take nothing over the counter. You know, me and my wife, you know, I started trial and error with herbs, natural herbs and stuff like that. She went and got certified as a natural herbalist. And man, I've been testing all kind of, like, you know, different little natural herbs from different countries, different things like that. And I found a mixture that worked for me. Honestly, it's like, you know, I got my ginseng, my ashwagandha, my macaroon, my tangadali, you know what I'm saying, my lion's mane. And it's like all of these things pertain not only for the gym. Like, everybody want to sell you something that's just for the gym, or everybody want to categorize, you know, like, oh, erectile dysfunction, buy this blue chew. Like, bro, if you can't get it up in the bed, it's way more than the pill is the problem, bro. It's the food you eat, the shit that you watching on TV, over sexualization. You're not eating right, you're not drinking enough water, you know, you're not exercising. Like, those are the things. Taking a pill don't cure that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a lot, man. You know, it's a lot, bro. But at the end of the day, like I said, you know, we built a company where, you know, my wife is the face. Like, she really put me on game. But I mixed those five herbs, and that's what I take every day for the last 3 years. And my testosterone has raised through the roof. My hair has gotten thicker. My mental clarity is there. My focus is there. My blood flow is on, you know what I'm saying, on point. My energy levels are top notch. You talking about, I'm a nigga that work 12, 14-hour shifts. I sleep 4.5 hours, maybe 5 sometimes. Go to the gym for an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. Still got to cook for myself when I'm out there at work. Like, I'm always moving. So I think people focus on quantity. Where it's like, bro, the quality, bro. Like, I may not get as much sleep as everybody else, but my sleep for my 4.5 hours, I be REM sleep. You know what I'm saying? I started taking these supplements, and I think lion's mane is one of the main things. I started dreaming. I stopped dreaming when I was 18. Now I have lucid dreams, like, bro, it feel like I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? And now when I wake up, I can recollect those things, bro. So it's a beautiful thing. Like, nature is always a gift in itself. But I don't want to get too far off topic, you know what I'm saying? You know me, I don't want to take too much of y'all time, bro. I know y'all got other people that y'all subscribe to, other people y'all want to watch, but, you know, at the end of the day, the main focus of today was stop categorizing and stop demonizing. Like, stop boxing yourself in to sticking to this or sticking to that. Like, you can master one thing and move to the next. That's fine. But you don't have to stay stuck in your ways to where you don't grow. You don't learn, you know what I'm saying? And then two, you know, like, that's the categorizing, but the demonizing, we gotta stop that shit as a culture, like everybody. You know, stop talking shit about this person and that person and what they choose to do and what they don't do and all that. Like, it's pointless, bro. It's pointless. And we ain't gonna never get nowhere as a society like that. But Big Mama look like she hot, she over here painting. Granny. Shit. Wanna say bye to the camera? Wanna say bye? Give me a kiss. My baby, man. Let me get this big ass motherfucker in the house, you heard me? I love y'all. Peace. One, baby. Need some help? Come on. Get on there. Good girl.